Is this person you are thinking of getting married to somebody you honestly respect? You respect them. You appreciate this person as an equal. Why do I say as an equal? You want somebody you can argue with in marriage. You don't want somebody when you have problem you are tiptoeing on eggs, you know, if I do this, he will do that. If I do this, she will do that. Umar bin Khattab, radiallahu anhu, was sitting with another Sahabi, I think it was Abdullah bin Abbas, and they were talking about the challenges they were having with their family. And Umar said, you know, one time I was talking with my wife and she was talking back at me. And he said he looked at her because they were talking of how women have changed from Jahiliyyah to now. And she's talking back at him. And Umar said to her, is this what liberation Islam has brought? Now you are talking back to me? She said, if the wives of the Prophet can talk back at him, why can't I talk back at you? He said, wives of the Prophet? Yes, your daughter Hafsa, she talks back to the Prophet. Umar goes to Hafsa. We're cutting a long story short. You people talked back to the Prophet? Yes. Don't you know he's the Prophet? Who do you think you are? Blah, 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 blah. Daughter now, so she keeps quiet. You mean other wives also talk like that? Yes. Including people like Salama? Yes. Umar was on a mission. So he goes to Salama. I hear you talk back to the Prophet. Yes. How can you talk back to the Prophet? She said, wait. I'm just asking, is this Umar bin Khattab the one that is now meddling into the personal life of the Prophet ﷺ? He just backslided. Yeah. He just kept quiet. The Prophet was not the terror of his home. That even though his wives would be significantly younger than him, they would speak. If you have a problem, don't marry somebody you can't bring your problems out to. Don't marry somebody who you will always keep things under the carpet till they are smelling and they are plenty. Then one day you decide you've had enough, you've lost enough respect, then you want to bring it and discuss the issue when you've lost respect. I would like to end by saying, in fiqh, in Islamic jurisprudence, scholars recognize marriage as far, far more important than business transactions. However, for the sake of analogy, they look at marriage as similar to a business transaction. What they call musharaka, partnership, where you are both coming into this relationship with certain rights and certain responsibilities. And if one side is not fulfilling their side of the contract, you have a right to break the relationship. Marriage belongs in fiqh to the category of what they call mu'amalat, not ibadah from the narrow definition of in fiqh, which is devotional worship. And because of that, when it comes to preparing for marriage, in usulul fiqh, or in the principles of Islamic jurisprudence, there's one maxim that guides issues in mu'amalat, which is al-asl fil ashya al-ibaha, that the premise of things is permissibility. When it comes to trying to know the other person, everything is permissible except what is prohibited, not the other way around. In mu'amalat, everything is permissible except what is prohibited. And so as society and methods of communication change, you can learn about the other person from anywhere and any method that is permissible except what is prohibited. Would you learn more about them by looking at their Facebook page? It'll tell you a lot. In those days they will say, go and check their album, and it'll tell you a little about the kind of person this person is. Would you learn more from good friends? Would you learn more from the friends or the Facebook of other friends? Please, as you do dua and istikhara, please remember the hadith where somebody was asking the Prophet, should I tie my camel or should I pray Allah to take care of it? And the Prophet ﷺ said, tie it and pray Allah. Don't say I'm doing istikhara and that will solve your problem. Your dua won't work if you don't work. Alam naj'al lahu aynayn, Allah asks, was lisanan wa shafatayn, haven't you been given faculties? Allah says, wa shawirhum fil amr, that believers should settle their affairs by consultation. So consult with people, ask others about this person, do your very best. But as we heard with the shoe metaphor, there are limits. If you think going into bed, staying in the same house, living for some time would be a trial to know whether this is a good partner or not, just look at the divorce rates of societies that have used those type of methods. It's the highest in the world. Yeah. So as much as your logic would tell you, oh, this is the way to really test, all the results show it's a failed method. I'll conclude with a few suggestions for further study. There's a field in psychology called human needs psychology. What are the big needs that move you? Everybody has about 6. Please do a search for that. We may not have time to discuss it. Study about what is called love language, the method of expressing how you show affection, and people differ. Google it. Muslims have written, non-Muslims have written. Look into conflict styles, your style of conflict. Some are more productive than others. And sometimes your way of solving problem compounds your problems. And lastly, what is called the emotional bank account or relationship bank account. How you do good and deposit good in a relationship, and the kind of things that withdraw and your account goes into red and people can no more tolerate the things you do. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum.